Feudal Japan, samurais, geishas, and shoguns. Now, if you're watching the miniseries on FX or Hulu called Shogun, got me interested to make a video about to make two videos actually. This is the second part about shoguns and what they were, who they were back in history, because I didn't really know that there was all this background of what shoguns were and what they actually did as ruling right next to the emperor and basically being the second ruling power in Japan during these times. If you guys are new, hello, my name is Carson. This is H&M History Mystery Monday, where we talk about anything historical, people, places, things. Historical, just like shoguns, and mysterious, meaning paranormal, aliens, cryptids, possibly. I have videos about fairies and changelings and everything like that. If you guys are interested in anything like that, go watch my other videos. And if you're interested in makeup and you want to know why I have my face of makeup on this video, is because I took inspiration from geishas, and so I wanted to do a little bit modernistic, my own take of a geisha makeup, but keeping the red influences like how they do with their beautiful makeup. If you guys want to watch any kind of makeup video, link down in the description to my other channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe for this channel and like this video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want a specific topic and I will cover it in another video, and just let me know. Now, if you notice, talking about my makeup, if I have any, I have a little bit missing, but it's okay. This is the second time I've had to film this entire video. And I don't know, I hope my phone will survive through the recording. I was going to film my other video after this, and right when I was about to, I realized this little stupid mic that I have stopped recording mid through part 1. So I just had to refilm the rest of part 1. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about during that video, and now I have to try to memorize exactly what I talked about in this video, besides all the information that I have. One thing I want to mention at the beginning as well, any links to my script writing that I have, I use source notes, and I always include that in every single video because these videos are meant for entertainment. I try to be educational if I can, but especially for entertainment purposes. So if you guys notice me looking down at my mic, it's to make sure that that little green light is still on at any point of this video. But I always like to mention that anything I say, besides if it's not in my source notes, it's my own opinion. Let's hopefully get through this video without my phone dying, the thing I record on, or my mic dying as well. So let's get back into it. So now we are on the last period, which is the Yuzuchi Momoyama period. It is from 1574 to 1600. So like 1600 cut off. Not 1601, not 1602, 1600. This time period was when society in Japan unified under the daimyo ruling, and his name, the leader, was Oda Nobunaga. Oda and his successor were responsible for unifying the country and control of the government. This period was full of flamboyancy and luxury. This was when the boom of castles and mansions were to replace the traditional temple architecture, and the reason for the period being named due to the castle Azuchi, built by Oda, located in Hirogoshi-yomi, where its ruins are still visible even in 2024. And the second castle, which is the Momoyama Castle, but more known as the Fushimi Castle, built by his successor, Toyotomi, and it is located in Kyoto. Now, the first one was destroyed in 1596, but then there was a replica built on the location that they assumed where the original was back in 1964. When Toyotomi died in 1598, a man named Tokugawa Ieyasu came into power and was appointed shogun from the emperor, and then became the first Tokugawa shogunate, were more commonly known as the Edo period from 1600 all the way to 1868. Now, if you guys, like I mentioned, are watching the miniseries, this is the time period that the miniseries is taking place, is the Edo period, and many things happened during this period. If you guys know anything about Japanese history or just know anything about the Edo period, I kind of want to make a video about speaking specifically about the Edo period, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know down below. He was in power. There has been many other shoguns, not just the ones that we previously mentioned, but there's a whole list of them. The ones I mentioned are just the more prominent ones during these specific periods. So I wanted to have a whole list of every single shogun in history, and if you guys are interested in that, I have a whole list of shoguns in all of Japanese history, so that's what we're about to get into right now. And the Asuka are the Hina periods of 709 AD to 1184 AD, so all the way up until 1184 AD, which is where the Kamakura period, the first period that we talked about in part 1, that's the beginning of it. We have Koji no Maru, Tajahi no Agatamori, Otama no Yakamochi, Kina Kosomi, Otama Otamaru, Saka no Notamaru, Funya no Watamaru, Fujiwara no Tadabomi, and Minamoto no Yoshinaka. He is the father of the first shogun that we talked about. So now we are going into the Kamakura period. The first one that we talked about in the first video, it was from 1192 to 1333. So we're starting it off with Minamoto Yoritomo, Minamoto no Yuri, Minamoto no Sanatomo, Koji Yoritsune, Koji Yorishugi, Prince Minutaka, Prince Koyasu, Prince Hisaka, and Prince Morikono. During the restoration, the Kenmo restoration that we talked about, there were two ruling shoguns. It was Prince Moriyoshi. He ruled for 1 year as the shogun, and the other was Prince Norinaga. He ruled for the rest of the 3-year time period, so he ruled from the 2 years until the end, so it was 1333 to 1336 that we mentioned previously. Now we are getting into the Ashikaga shogunate. It was from 1336 all the way to 1573. We have Ashikaga Kageyuji, Ashikaga Yoshiakari, Ashikaga Yoshimitsu, Ashikaga Yoshimochi, Ashikaga Yoshinori, Ashikaga Yorikatsu, Ashikaga Yoshimase, Ashikaga Yoshihisa, Ashikaga Yoshitane, Ashikaga Yoshiharu, Ashikaga Yoshiteru, Ashikaga Yoshihidu, Ashikaga Yoshihaku. Now we're getting into the last period, which is the Azuchi Momoyami period from 1568 to 1600. We have Oda Nobunaga, Oda Nobutada, Oda Hideyoshi, Toyotama Hideyoshi, Toyotama Hidetsugu, and Toyotama Hideyoru. Now the last period up until the end of shoguns. We have Tokugawa Ieyasu, Tokugawa Hidetada, Tokugawa Ieyamatsu, Tokugawa Ieyatsunu, Tokugawa Tsunoyoshi, Tokugawa Inabu, Tokugawa Itsugu, Tokugawa Yoshiminu, Tokugawa Ishigi, Tokugawa Inari, Tokugawa Ieyoshi, Tokugawa Isada, Tokugawa Iemochi, and the last shogun of Japan was Tokugawa Yoshinobu. Now, that is the quickest I have read that, and the only reason why I know how to read that so quickly now is because of the fact that I've recorded this before, and at least now I don't have to keep in all of the mispronunciations that I did in the first recording, and you won't even hear it, and I can't even play it for you guys. Because, like I mentioned in the first part, even when I'm typing the script up, I know how to pronounce everything. I have been taking Japanese for 2 years almost, but when my time to film and record and everything and write, my brain goes out the window because of my learning disability, and I just forget exactly how to pronounce things. And it took me like 43 minutes to film the last video, so I'm happy this is probably very quick. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video talking about shoguns, talking about the history, the people. If you guys want me to talk about the last remaining shogun, we can make a whole video about him. If you guys want to look about any of the other shoguns and are just interested about their history, go ahead. Let me know if you guys want any videos about them. Let me know if you want a video about the most famous shogun. Any other types of videos you want me to make, let me know down in the comments below. Please go check out my other videos. If you haven't watched part 1, you should have, but watch part 1. And I will keep making videos as long as you guys keep watching them. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys are doing wonderful, and I hope my phone is still recording. But yeah, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and you're safe and everything, and I will see you in the next video.